Okay, hi and welcome back to another MJH Images TT. Yeah, we move on with the project, and yeah, we're looking at rebuilding the fuel pump. I actually looked into it and I thought I came across a 4-bar 225 used pump against my better judgment, but it's only a year old, so I know it's only had a year's old use. How do I know that? Well, I'm not 100%, but I'm 99.9% sure it is the case. The casing looks right, it's not discoloured, it looks right, and for the price I thought, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. I'm going to show you now. I have had a look at it, but you'll see it in the box and we'll pull it out and we'll examine it. We're going to have to try and take off a few things and reuse what we can use on our old one to make this work. We're going to enjoy it. It's a little, what do you want to call it? Yeah, something to rebuild. Okay, so let's have a look at what I've bought. Okay, so here we have it in the box here. Let me. Okay, nice. Okay, first off, we've got two O-rings, which look pretty good. Yeah, well, they're there. So two O-rings they have. Let's go to the main bit first. We have the pump, which is here. Yeah, which is, you can see it looks original. Yeah, it looks like they've just chopped it there. We've got to see if we have these come off. We'll try some WD-40, gently prising, and see if these will come off. If not, then we'll probably in a bit of trouble. And that one as well. That looks like it's just been cut off there. Okay, we've got the connections on top. One big one, one small one, which is correct. Yeah, so quite happy with that. And just underneath there, looks good. Yeah. Okay, so that's all good. Got some codes on the top there. 107, and then we've got some numbers there. But yeah, I've got some also numbers down the side. There. Okay. So anyway, we're saying that's right. The other part is we've got the top section, which again has a bit that we have to take off. Yeah, so that looks good. So you can see the colour, just comparing the colour with that one and our old one. Don't know how that's coming out, but yeah, you can see that looks the old one is sort of a dark brown almost even. And then we've got that one there which looks nice and almost new. Okay, so let's set that there. The lower section, okay, which all system, which looks all good, all original. Underneath there, a bit of debris, but other than that, looks good. And behind, fixings, looks good. Yeah, yeah. So that casing compared to there, you can see the colouring. Okay, anyways, so we'll set that aside. The tools that we're going to use, I've got a flathead screwdriver, I've got a T20 screwdriver, Torx T20, and also Allen key 1 version, so T20 as well. Some pliers, 2 zip ties, and I've got some of these little Jubilee clip type things. I'm not sure whether to use these or the zip ties, but we're going to see how best we get the old ones off these, because that's going to have to come off and that's going to have to come off, and hopefully put these ones back on the new pump all out. We're going to start off by screwing those out and getting that back plate off first to get this section off. Yeah, let the fun and games begin. Okay, I'm going to start with getting these little connectors, the power supply connector off. A small spade connector first. I'm just going to get the screwdriver underneath there and just lift it up. Oh, that's it. There's a little bit of a... There we go. There's a bit there where you just lift it up slightly in there. Excuse me. Fumes is it's still a bit strong. Lift it up a bit there, and then you push it in, and then it comes up. Okay, so you can't mess it up because one's small, one's big. Same thing with the other one there. Can we see that? I don't know if we can. I don't know if these wires are in the way a little bit. There we go. So there we go. Get that little bit there, lift it up, and off she comes. So I know that's off out of the way. Let's spin that round. Get to the back. Take our torques. Screw it at the back. Oh, you can't see. Oops. Okay, so yeah, one on the back here. You've only got 4 of these. Let's do the top ones first. Before I forget, let's put my gloves on. So it's going to come apart, so whatever happens. At the worst scenario, if this doesn't work, we shall be ordering a brand new pump, which had some kind subscribers send me details of what pumps work. So we've got some details, and I'll put them in the description as well. Yeah, so we shall try one of those if this doesn't work. The reason I went with this, because one, it's a 4-bar one. I know it's going to work, I know it's going to fit. Well, no, I don't know it's going to work. But the type I know should fit, because it's out of a TT. Okay, yeah. That's that down. Another one. I think once these pumps are new, they generally last a long time. I mean, it all depends how often you use it, but again, these cars being 20-something years old, and they've probably had constant use. Now they're getting not being used constantly, so this should last a good time. So we're should be now free. So on that now, the wires are free. So that's as much as we can do there for now. As the next test will be to free these up, unclip those, and we're going to come back to this stage now. We're going to see how, move on to the pup, on how easy it is to going to get these to come off. So we're going to try and get this off, which needs to come off. Okay, to get us this last bit, what I've done is just use my little knife and just cut down there, and then we're going to just peel that off. It's like it's, and you see, oh, let me show you. Right, okay, and you see that there. Yeah. So now I should be able to just peel that back off. Let's get that down there. Give it a tug, which is whippy good news. But hey, the hard work begins getting it off our old unit without damaging it. So, okay, so we're back trying to get this off. I can say I got this one off, but it broke off. What I was doing, I was where's that clip gone? Right, yeah. Where is it? Let's see. Where's it gone to? Okay. Right, the little clip. Put this down here. So, what to say? So I've got the little clip off of there. So it was on. What I'll do is screwdriver it inside there, inside the top edge, wiggle it around, it starts to loosen off. I then went to the side and it broke off. Not a problem, because we're changing this pump either way. It just means that I can't later on use it, but why would I want to use a pump that is now gone anyway? So that brings to mind an easier way to get things off. I think we're going to just break that out of there. So I'm just going to get the other thing on there, just the quickest way. We crush it inside there, and all being well, this should just fall out, or we'll be able to pick out the mess that is in there. Let's put that in there. Okay, let's crush it a little bit more. Okay, so same thing's happened again. It's broke off from there. Still on, still inside. But you know what? Not to worry, we can do the same thing, because we want to keep this pipe in and put it on our new pump. So first off, that can slide off now, which is done out. And then again, we'll just, to get all this out of here, crimp it up a little bit so it loosens it up. Okay, so we're all out. All the plastic stuff is out of there. Now you can see all the bits are on the floor, nice and clear. Got the stuff out of there, so that's all ready to go on. Yeah, so that's good. The next task, as I'm on now, is taking the top section off. So we got that like that. So these tabs here. Now I think these tabs, we just ease it over a little bit and it should come up using a screwdriver. So let's see how we get on with this one now. This is where we just have to be careful. Just, can we see that? Yeah. Use it a little bit, and then hopefully we can just try another side. one at the back here. There we go. All eased off. So let's see. Oh yeah, lovely. So that can come apart there. And we can have a look inside here. Now looking at them there. Okay, I'm going to show you guys in this. Let's have a look. I don't know. Can you see that there? There you go. All that black stuff. Goodness knows what that is. Just debris and I don't know. 20 years of something. Yeah. So we got this. Let's go back up. Which obviously we got a new one. So I'm thinking we could definitely use the new one, which is clean and cleaner. Yeah. Yeah. Even underneath there. Yeah, I think so. Just yeah, we've got it. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's lose it. Let's put that one side. And let's try. So, as far as I can see, there's a gasket, an O-ring. Top here. Let me just want to slot this on top just to make sure that we're good to go. Yeah. Yeah, and that's. Don't want to close it down, but yeah, I quite think. Yeah, that would work. Okay, so we know we got that there. So I'm thinking, no reason to take off that anymore. We'll put that out. We used our new O-rings, I think. So we've got an O-ring in there. Just point to it there. There, we'll change that. Well, we might as well take this out because we want to see how it fits. We're not putting this back in, so let's continue giving it a tug. Oh, there we go. Alright. Yeah, we'll look down there. No, it just sits there, so you can see the bottom of there. Gasket down there. O-ring, sorry, I keep calling it a gasket. But yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, so I think that I'm pretty confident with how that goes. So, let's leave that in there. So again, we've got that on there. I'm happy with that. Okay, so yeah, I feel quite comfortable. That's it. Now I've got to give it a little bit of a push down. So let's go with it. I think what I don't know whether it's something because of new things. I don't know whether. I don't know. I'm still. let's put in a bit of fuel, both sides there. Okay, let's put it on there. Okay. I think I've found out. Put in a bit of fuel. Let's dip it in a bit of fuel. And there it goes. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. What I was going to say. I think when you get it in, sort of like 12 o'clock to the edge of that point is about right. Yeah, just a little bit slightly off there, but yeah, I think I'll just judge it on the old one, and kind of where that. Let me show you on this. It's kind of like use it as a guide, that indentation there, and then just east of it. Sorry. East of it there, with that. Okay, is that coming out? Okay, is that coming out? Yeah, east of that. Yeah, okay. I've pressed down firmly. I don't want to go too because I don't want to break anything. Oh, it's got a new one. It's got to put the pressure. So I'm thinking the pressure of that now will go into it. Right, so happy with everything in there? I think so. And then onto that, and then we push, and hopefully it clicks all round. And we'll just check that. Yeah, we're on there. One there, one in the back. Yeah, we're all round and we are on. I'm just trying to remember how this was now. So put those. Right. Right, let's have a look so you can see what we've done. So, as it states now, let me just make sure on this, I think. Show you, explain. So, I have now zip tied those back into place. So, I've got that ready to plug in the other end. Zip tie that back into place on that one. So, the clips are down. Connections, so it's got power. Let's check that. Yeah, that's firmly down. So when it goes back in, it'll go back in like that. When it goes into the thing, that'll connect to the first fuel tank. That'll connect into the other switch. Yeah, and hopefully that will now go in and connect up on the top, pipes in and the return pipe. Yeah, leftovers we've got the other top which we didn't use. Yeah, so pumps in. The next thing is to see how this beauty now works in the car. It'll either work a dream or it won't. So we'll have some fun either way. One more try. Okay, so yeah, the next time you'll see, either you'll see me fitting this in, or I might skip that and you'll see me starting it over for the first time. We'll see in about 5 seconds. Hi, we're back and the rebuilt pump is back in. Okay, yeah, switch back on, firmly on. that's on, good. Get them confused. Yep, return, you're back in. The one coming out is in arrow, facing forwards. Yeah, so now let's get on to the most what I've discovered, the most difficult thing about the rebuild, about replacing the pump, when it comes to putting it back. The biggest problem is not just taking this off, because you just tap that round and or you get this special tool. That's not necessarily a problem. It's the rubber O-ring, seal, whatever you want to call it, behind this, attached to this, is the biggest pain ever. How long is it taking me to put it back in, to get it in? I don't even want to say, but I must say that's the biggest problem. If you're doing this, prepare for, I don't know if it's because I didn't use a new one and I used my old one, which it looked fine, but putting it in and coming to fit it has been the biggest pain of the whole job. I am glad now it's now in, and eventually it goes in, and it's like you're pulling, tugging, and anyway, positive, it's in. I'm glad. Now the test to see, if she starts and how she runs. Let's go to turning the key over. Before that, I will put the fuse back on, and I will put the battery lead back on, and then we'll turn her over. Okay, let's see how she goes. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay. Let's turn it off. Let's go again. Okay, and then we'll go 3 times. Okay, didn't hear the pump that time. Let's come back there, so maybe it means it's there. Let's first time. Yeah, there we go. Needs a bit of petrol, but it's starting first time, which is good. Not going to run it too much because we need some petrol. Yeah, okay. Right. Well, that's it. Okay. Right, there we have it. You can hear the pump kick in. It's running first time, and it hasn't been started in, I think, 2 days since we fitted the pump. Stay tuned. I think the next one we'll take it out for a run, see how it feels with that new pump, see if there's any difference. And also in the next one we'll see that, and also we might have a little talk about ABS, the speed sensors. That's in the next one. Starts first time now, so yeah, it is the pump. So if you're going through the same problems where it's not starting first time, I've done a bit of investigation. That 9 times out of 10 that is the case. It was the case with this one, and I'm glad moving forward. Yeah, so we'll see next week how it drives, and we'll talk about APS speed sensors. Okay, all that good stuff. What more can I say? Peace, and we out.